ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cold.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale.
You already know. Alright,
It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this will be swung out here for Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Here's a 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. There's Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Hold on.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
One of the better young players in the league, and Gibbs, Took this Lions offense to another level when he arrived last season. Explosive, beat you in a variety of ways, and that was on full display that time as he picks up a new set of downs for his unit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Goff now to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Gibbs straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Goff now looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Montgomery is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 and a first down. The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's across midfield and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 23 yards the pick up there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Hey.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Larry! Hey, shift!
Murray now. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here comes a reverse. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Ric Flair. Whoa. Dude.
Now it's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Hey, 5. Seventeen. 12.
On fourth down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10 is counter. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 9.
Hey. Easy. Move. 2.
Now Murray. Caught by Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on. Big Ace. 2.
From the gun, Murray. to Connor on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ace. Forward hut. Hey, ace. Forward hut.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
We go. 76. 76. Hold on. Catch.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Going for the deep ball. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Oh, nice move. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Omaha. Hey.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Got his man. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hold on.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hey, 76.
In motion goes Raymond.
Here's Goff.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Murray now. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Murray. He's got McBride.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here comes 2nd down at 5. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
pushing his way through. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go. Go, go. Stop.
Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give running right is Connor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My